What is up, guys? I'm here with another gameplay, but today, the topic for today is gonna be completely different. It's not gonna be no story time. It's not gonna be me just talking to the viewers. This is gonna be a chapter review for the newest Boruto chapter. I literally dropped about 30 so minutes ago. This chapter was fire. So crazy. If you haven't seen it, I would check it out. If you haven't even read the Boruto manga, I highly recommend it because it's very good. It's taken off. It hits different. Okay. If you're still here, I'm gonna assume that you're okay with spoilers, so I'm gonna get into it. So this chapter starts off with a face-off. You got Sasuke and Boruto. They're looking at Ishiki, and Boruto starts off talking about, "Oh, you can't kill me because Momoshiki is in me, due to the karma," which he was right. And on top of that, he pulls out a kunai and puts it to his throat, saying, "If you come any closer, I will end my life. I am prepared to die since I joined this fight," which was a very shocking moment. Many fans out there who hate on Boruto never would have thought they would see the day this would ever happen. But guess what? Today is that day. Boruto was ready to lay down his life to win this battle. But as Ishiki sees it, makes his kunai smaller, and then he ends up punting Sasuke to the ground like he's freaking a chump, basically, because Sasuke is getting violated throughout this whole fight. He gets kicked down, and then Ishiki drops these big of them, keeping him stuck under these cubes. And then he goes to Boruto and he says, "You're right. You're right. I can't kill you. But just because I can't kill you doesn't mean I can't hurt you." And ends up grabbing his arm after he tried using the Rasengan on Ishiki and breaks his arm. Literally breaks his arm. I think that must have been the most highlight moment of this chapter. No doubt about it. That was so crazy. He literally snapped his arm and said, I could hurt you all I want. I just can't kill you. Keep that in mind." Man, that was wild. And Sasuke, man, he was shook when he seen Boruto put that kunai to his knife. Because Sasuke, he sees Boruto as one of his own. Because you guys have to know, Naruto and Sasuke, they're best friends. They all grew up together, and so did their kids. Sarada and Boruto, they grew up together. They're family and friends. They consider each other family. So it's only right that Sasuke looked at Boruto with the biggest concern look on his face. Cuts out and it goes back to Amato talking to Shikamaru, Sumire, and Kawaki. And so they start talking, asking how Boruto is the key to this fight and how he could play his role. And Amato, he starts to explain that Boruto, being one of the only Otsutsuki left other than Ishiki himself, he's gonna end up being the one sacrificed for the chakra fruit, being sacrificed to the 10 tails to be able to make that chakra fruit. So that's the reason why he can't be killed, or why Ishiki won't kill him himself. And so with that point, you see everybody's worrying. Kawaki is worried, Sumire worries, and Shikamaru worried. Everybody's worried about Boruto because they know that they're in an impossible situation at the moment. And they're so curious on how Boruto is supposed to kind of overcome this challenge. And so it goes right back to, I believe it goes back to Naruto, and Naruto's running around trying to pinpoint where everybody is, but those big ass cubes that Ishiki was dropping kind of messes up their senses, and so he can't really sense the chakra of Sasuke and Boruto. So he basically keeps them separated, and at that point, and so he starts talking to Kuruma, and Kuruma starts talking and lets them know that there is a way that Naruto could possibly draw out this fight long enough, and it's by this new form. Everybody has heard about this new form so far. We all have seen it. We've seen the spoilers and all of it. And you already know Kuruma follows it up by saying, if you use this form, you will die. And Naruto, being the Hokage and being the person he is, he says, I was prepared to die the second I wanted to become Hokage, because that's what the Hokage does. He risks his life for his village and everyone who lives in that village. Which is very respectful, very, very, very lit on Naruto's part. And so the chapter basically ends with Naruto finding Boruto, saying, are you okay? All this, all that. Boruto, knowing that he can't be killed by Ishiki, tells Naruto to flee, tells him to get away, tells him to just dip. But Naruto, knowing that he has this one form up his sleeve, he just walks past Boruto, looks at Ishiki, and goes right into the form. And that's exactly where this chapter ends. Man, they really left us on a big cliffhanger. And then the next chapter is gonna be, can't wait for it. I really can't wait. It's gonna be so fire. Now, I definitely didn't really go too in depth into this review, because I'm still new to this, to be honest. If you want to see like a more in-depth version of this chapter, you could let me know in the comments. I'll literally break it down chapter by chapter. Or I'd recommend a YouTube channel by the name of Naruto Explained. He's really good at fleshing out each chapter and all that, so I would check out his channel. He's definitely really good. That's where I really got inspired by doing these chapter reviews. It's inspired because of Naruto Explained, so check him out if you don't want to, see my video, because, I'm still new to this, so I'm pretty trash. But that'll be it for the chapter review. If you want to see more, let me know. I don't only read Boruto manga, I read the My Hero manga and the Black Clover manga, so let me know. I'll catch y'all later. Like and subscribe. Peace.